Hello and welcome. We're just testing out one of my decks. This is, for me, my favourite deck that I ever used. It won me a store championship. It's 3 roll commandos, as you can see. The problem is, it used to rely on it's a trap. Well, that doesn't work anymore. So we're just seeing what we can do to kind of update it into the new rules. Obviously, since the new erratas came out and some of the new cards. So, I mean, it used to have 3 commandos, but we used to have training. But the thing with training is it gives me this dice, which, as you can see, it's only got 2 damage sides, and the rest don't really use a huge amount. Whereas you compare that to something like Poe Dameron's Blaster, I'm better off with the Blaster for the same cost as training. So, made a few changes, and we're just trying to work out what we need to have left. So, these are pretty much the cards that were in the deck before. Obviously, minus things like It's a Trap and a few other little bits. So we stuck with the dug in. So this is my replacement for It's a Trap, Fortune Strike. So it's okay. It still gives it the chance to be mitigated, but it's probably the best thing that they have now for what it is. I mean, changing 2 damage sides to 1 side is okay, but I mean, little short of changing to overkill with the 3 or the blaster with the blaster rifle with the 3, you're only really going to get 6. Whereas the ability to reroll all of your dice to try and get the extra damage and pump the extra damage in appeals to me slightly more. So this is what we're running with at the moment. We need to knock a few cards off because it is still a little bit high. Moisture Farm was the land I used to begin with, which is a game 1 resource, but I'm starting to think Docking Bay. I've got a nice little plan here with Docking Bay and Royal Guard, Honor Guard, sorry. So Honor Guard obviously gives me that little bit of mitigation, which is a huge difference, whereas the extra, like, effectively gaining a resource is great. I mean, it's a very resource intense deck, as you can see. I mean, a lot of our events are 0 cost, but these all cost something, and I found that the best thing to do is just try and squad tactics or wingman to get out all of your dice as quick and claim the land as possible to get that extra resource, so you can get things like Planetary Uprising. It's a very quick deck when you've got 2 wingmen. Obviously, if they've both got wingman, you're rolling out that guy. Beforehand, you could It's a Trap, change into it, and claim. I mean, it's really quick. It's been slowed down a lot, obviously, since It's a Trap has changed, but we're just going to try and see what we can do. So at the moment, I mean, some of these cards I just don't think I need 2 of, for example. So I think we're going to just put them through. We only ever used 1 rearm, and that was always a blaster rifle to rearm combo. It was one of my favourites. Always got it off, and I want to kind of stick to that. So I think, I mean, Rend is good. Rend is good, but are we really going to get the ability to use it the way I want to? I think not. I think for now they're the 2 that are going out. So let's move down to items. Or equipment. Now, I think the blaster rifle is the one I'm going to drop here. I mean, I'm happy. I had all of these before. As I said, I didn't have this one or this one before. I had training, so I've gained an extra 2 dice, which is good. Is it good enough? I think we're going to get rid of one of them. Obviously, if I need to get rid of more cards, I might ditch the other, because while they're good, they're not the be-all and end-all of how the deck wants to run effectively. So what are we on now? We're on 28, so we're only getting 2. We need to get rid of 1 more card, because I definitely want my 2 planetaries, and I would like 1 Honor Guard at least. Let's get rid of another Honor Guard. I would like that just as a fallback. Going against the Palpatine, I mean, their ability itself, remove an opponent's dice, is amazing. And again, when you're combining that with things like Moisture Farm, you're getting that extra ability to mitigate that dice. Brilliant. However, it's not always enough, and you're losing a possible 2 damage to avoid taking 3, which is fine, but when you can pump out enough shields that this deck can, I kind of would like to see a bit more damage. So I'm thinking of definitely taking an Honor Guard, but that does mean I've got to lose 1 more thing. So I think for now, because that rifle is 3 points, I think that's what we're probably going to drop, which is a shame because I'm losing a dice and this deck really relies on dice. But for now, I think we'll go with the 1 honor guard. We will then... that 30, brilliant. We will then get rid of docking bay because I'm not going to pull the docking bay shenanigans with the honor guard. Get the honor guard out or use the honor guard, bring the honor guard back when you claim. Brilliant, you're always mitigating 1 damage dice a turn. But when you're fighting a deck that doesn't have damage, like a mill deck, it's not going to do anything. So I think we're going to go with that. Alright, quite happy with that. It's very similar to what it was before. Let's give it a go.